Hello race fans, welcome back to Garden Canyon Run. This is the Summer Round Robin. We're in round 7 now, 7 rounds out of 15. I'm Brock Wheeler. I'm going to be bringing you all the action today and for the rest of the summer here at Garden Canyon Run on the most dangerous track in the Northwest. And here's the current standings after 7 rounds. You can see Maxine and Matthew have a nice battle going on up there at the top of the standings, and there's a 3, maybe even 4-way battle right behind them. Let's take a look at the track now and see how these courageous drivers earn their points here. But here's the first checkpoint. Checkpoint number 2 comes right at the top of the descent down into the garden bed, and checkpoint 3 is right at the beginning of Painter's Tape Gully. Checkpoint 4 on the straight there before the 90-degree bends at turn 4, turn 5. There's checkpoint 5 right in between those two turns. Checkpoint 6 comes down at the bottom of the finishing ramp, and then checkpoint 7 and 8 are both on this open stretch of track where there's no curb, there's no barriers, there's nothing to stop cars from flying off the track there. And here we go, the first runs of the day. Here we got Kit K. I'm driving for Gen X Vintage Racing. He's on 15 points currently, up against Scooter Roundwell, sitting on 41 points. He's driving for Spirit of 64. He's been doing pretty good in the tournament so far. Scooter's on the inside, Kit's on the outside. Oof. Whoa. Alright, we got a lot of mayhem right off the bat here in run number 1. Man, I don't know what happened to Scooter. Lost control upon entry into Painter's Tape Gully. Looked like he got the whole shot. Kit not too far behind him. He sort of lost control going into turn 1. Backed it down into Painter's Tape Gully, tried to do one of those Jim Rockford 180s and just lost it. And then there comes Kit flying by him. A little too much speed for Painter's Tape Gully though. But he landed on his wheels. So we get back up in the start gate. We'll get looking at run number 2 here in a moment. We're going to see Kit on the inside this time. And we'll see Scooter on the outside. There's Tom, Dick, and Harry getting Scooter taken care of down there next to the Postal Service vehicles. Alright, here we go. Got a tight battle into turn 1. Scooter's going to take it. Once again, aiming straight for the Postal Service vehicles. Kit stays on his wheels again this time. Scooter's going to earn the points. Yeah, he looked okay coming down to the descent until halfway down, and then again he sort of lost control and veered right off into that Postal Service Jeep. Well, there's Scooter earning the points on that run and taking the battle. There's the Day Late Dollar Short crew getting Scooter righted again. Alright, moving right along, we got Gretchen driving for Alley Cat Race Club up against Dusty Olford driving for Spirit of 64. Gretchen's sitting on 14 points down at the bottom of the standings. Dusty's up on 32 points. Here we go, Gretchen on the outside. Looking pretty good so far in this run. Oh, a little help from Dusty. And man, that's all she needed. Oh, 8-point run, a perfect run for Gretchen. Gretchen has been, she was on a streak of bad luck for the opening few rounds of the tournament. She's been doing okay these last couple of rounds. Here you see she got the whole shot easily over Dusty. But then came to a screeching halt, but Dusty gave her a little tap, and that's all she needed. See her handling turn 4 real well. She got a little sideways, but just threw her into reverse and backed her down the rest of the way. Nicely done, Gretchen. 8 points, beautiful. It's going to help her. She's trying to move up from the bottom of the standings, for sure. Alright, now we're going to see Gretchen on the inside lane. We're going to see we're going to see Dusty on the outside lane. Gretchen again with the whole shot. Looking pretty good. Oh! Holy smokes. Oh! And another terrible crash. Wow, is Gretchen okay? Let's see where's she? There is a water hazard down there. We hope she didn't end up in it. No, there she is, on her roof, down in the garden bed there. Not to mention Dusty getting thrown for a loop. Holy cow. So here's Gretchen getting that whole shot. Dusty's coming right up from behind her, gaining speed the whole time. And that's where Gretchen got it all wrong on the descent. The entry into the descent. And then exiting Painter's Tape Gully. Man, Dusty got thrown for a loop. Alright, nice job. And then we'll get Gretchen pulled out of the garden bed, and we'll get moving on to the next round of cars. Alright, we'll get Dusty taken care of as well, down there at turn 4 next to Sports Car Corner. Alright, next up we got Speedy G, driving Smiley 2 for G4 Diecast Racing. We got Polaris for Alley Cat Race Club. Polaris is only sitting on 16 points. Speedy G's up on 42 points. Speedy G in the inside lane. And, Polaris taking... Well, there's an interesting turnabout. We had a nice battle into turn 1. Both cars stay on their wheels. Speedy G is going to earn a couple of points. I think 3 points on that run. You can see Speedy G got the whole shot, but then kind of ran into the wall, giving Polaris an open door, but he blows it and loses traction or something there. And there's Speedy G just kind of easing it down toward checkpoint 4. Can't get across there though. Remember, you got to get all 4 wheels across checkpoint in order to win the points. And of course, only the first car across the checkpoint wins the points. Alright, run number 2. Now we got Polaris on the inside, we got Speedy G on the outside. Ooh, no, Speedy G's off the track totally. But a beautiful run from Polaris, taking advantage of the situation. Nicely done. And I'm sure Polaris is okay, or I'm sure Speedy G's okay. There he is down there in the garden bed, wheel side down, he's fine. Let's take another look here. You can see that Speedy G won the whole shot, but couldn't get across checkpoint 1 because he just ran right off the track. Polaris says, I'll take that, thank you very much. Looks real nice coming through Painter's Tape Gully. And then just finally couldn't keep it straight enough to get across checkpoint 8, unfortunately. But earns himself 7 points on the run, so nice job. He's going to get the battle for the day and earn that point too. There's another look at that beautiful line he took into turn 4. Alright, next up, we've got Durdis driving for Team Ragtag. He's only sitting on 13 points. He's going up against Snakes for Rust Belt Diecast Racing. He's doing real well, sitting on 40 points right so far. Snakes on the inside, Durdis on the outside. Snakes gets caught in a 360, but keeps his momentum going. What can he make of this? Oh, and he just looks like he just didn't have enough speed and took a horrible line into Painter's Tape Gully. Durdis having a heck of a time trying to get out of turn 1 once again. Yeah, nice job on Snakes keeping the momentum going there so he can earn a couple more points. And then just ends up on his roof down there in what's turned out to be the bad corner of the day. Alright, moving right along. This time we're going to see Durdis on the inside. We're going to see Snakes on the outside. Heated battle into turn 1. Snakes takes it. Looks good on the descent. Doesn't have a lot of momentum though. Makes it across checkpoint 4. Can he keep it going? And that's a no. On his roof, down at Sports Car Corner, or turn 4. Durdis back up at turn 1. Durdis just having a heck of a time getting out of turn 1 for the last few rounds. But there, we'll get Snakes taken care of, and alright, here we go. We've got Nick Deavers driving for ND Racing in that bright orange number 3 NASCAR up against Matthew Deavers in the blue Superman. Also for ND Racing, an intra-team rivalry here. Let's see who's going to take it. Matthew was the leader not too long ago. Matthew is the champion from the Spring Classic. And he's not going to get that 6th point because he's not fully across the checkpoint there. Nick's back up in turn 1 on his roof. So here you can see that Matthew just shoved him right into the wall. Real aggressive driving. Nice line down into the descent in the Painter's Tape Gully. And right behind that brick there, he just gets thrown. And doesn't fully make it across checkpoint 6. Here's another look at him coming out of turn 4 is where he runs into trouble. Right there. Oof. Hard hit. But he's going to get 5 points on that run. We're going to get him and Nick straightened up. Here's another look at that, and it's just an impressive crash. Then we'll head back up into the start gate here, where we're going to see Nick on the inside this time. We'll see Matthew in the blue Superman vehicle on the outside. Looks like someone's passed out on the track down there. I'm sure they're fine. Yep, alright, run number 2. And Nick takes... Oh, what a mess. So Nick won it into turn 1, but on the exit of turn 1, Matthews shoved him out of the way. Ended up earning the points before just losing it coming down the descent out of turn 2. Here's another look at that. Matthew with actually a nice clean pass. But then he gets turned over on the descent right there. Yeah, so Matthew's going to win the battle for the day. He's going to take the 7 points plus 1 for winning the battle. And then we're going to move on as soon as we can get the track cleared up down here. We'll move on to our next cars. This is where we got Xanthe driving Rainbow Bright for just another pop culture reference up against Leonardo driving for Diego's Diecast in that number 14 Porsche. Xanthe getting it out of turn 1. Oh, Diego trying to get by her, not able to, shoving her the full length of that top straightaway. So that's 1 point for Xanthe. There's another look at that Leonardo trying to get past her there. Yeah, nice try Leonardo. That Rainbow Bright's a beautiful car. Alright, here we go. Run number 2. Back in the start gate. Xanthe's on the inside, Leonardo's on the outside. Xanthe easily getting the whole shot, but losing it on the descent. Not so for Leonardo. Oh, he can't get across checkpoint 4, so he's gonna get at least 1 point, if not 2 points, I believe there. As you can see, Xanthe ended up on the garden bed on her wheels. Take another look at this. Man, she just left Leonardo in the dust. But then come in and she's going to get that point, but man, she just flew off the track right there. And Leonardo just doesn't have the speed to take it across checkpoint 4 fully. All right, next up, we've got Ricky Rude driving for Uncle Elvis Racing in that number 10 T-Bird. That's the stand-in from Wildcat Willie. Then we got Daddy G driving for G4 Diecast Racing in Smiley 1. Daddy G. Oh, man, another contentious battle in turn 1. Ricky Rude living up to his name. Well, there he is on his roof down in Sports Car Corner in turn 4. But man, with some aggressive driving, he just dispatched with Daddy G. You can see Daddy G ended up on his wheels. Nice move there. You can see Daddy G wins the whole shot, gets a little loose, and then Ricky just shoves him out of the way before collecting that point at checkpoint 1. And then he just carried a little too much speed into Painter's Tape Gully and got thrown over onto his roof and slid the rest of the way into turn 4. Alright, we'll get them taken care of and back up into the start gate. And then this time we're going to see Ricky on the inside in that orange number 10. We're going to see Daddy G on the outside in that yellow smiley number 1. Daddy G once again getting the whole shot. Oh, and once again off track. Ricky Rude with some fantastic driving, showing off some serious skills, keeping it under control and on the track as he enters turn 4. Daddy G, oh man, we're going to have to pull him out of that situation. You can see he gets caught into a drift that goes right off the guardrail. Now Ricky once again, oh man, gets thrown out of Painter's Tape Gully but pulls it back onto his wheels and has a nice run down across checkpoint 7. Oh man, but he ends up on his roof down by those rockabilly gals down there. Looks like he knocked someone over, maybe a couple different people over. It's unfortunate, but those 64th scale folks are real tough. This is fine. Oh, there they are. Ooh, well, that didn't work out as they hoped, I don't think. Alright, next up, and the last run of the day, we've got Colin for Cut Baits Racing up against Maxine Hunkel for 50 Tree Racing. Maxine is your current leader, and she's sitting on 52 points. She takes the whole shot, throws it into reverse. Oof, oh, and a terrible crash right into camera 2. She got absolutely thrown out of Painter's Tape Gully. Colin's still high and dry up on the opening straightaway. You can take a look at Maxine just getting tossed out of Painter's Tape Gully right into camera 2. There's another look at it. Oh man, barrel roll after barrel roll. And we've already got the crew down there getting her taken care of so we can get back up in the start gate. And here we are with the final run of the day right here. Maxine's on the inside, Colin's on the outside. Maxine's getting the whole shot, throwing it into reverse, her trademark move. And once again, oh, just absolute mayhem coming out of Painter's Tape Gully. There's Maxine trying to keep it straight. Colin just never had a chance. And there's one more look at Maxine trying her best. Oh my goodness. Well, that's it. Maxine's gonna win that battle. That's it for the day, folks. What an exciting day here. We're going to get the points tallied up here and take a look at the standings after that. Now, I believe Maxine's still going to be up on top. You can see Maxine's still up on top with only 1 point separating her and Matthew. And then there's a pretty tight battle going on for the next few spots back there. You know, it's still, there's a lot of racing to come, folks. Hey, thanks to all our sponsors. Thank you so much for building these cars and sending them in. Couldn't do this without you. Thanks a lot for coming along and watching, folks. And those of you that have subscribed, especially those of you that subscribed from the beginning, oh man, thanks for coming along. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Pleasure. This is Brock Wheeler. It's been my pleasure to bring you the racing action today here at Garden Canyon Run. Come back in about a week for another round. Thanks a lot, folks. Bye-bye.